Hey guys, welcome back to SoCal Expeditions. Today we're doing another Subaru video. This is probably the last video you are going to see on this car because I've only done 2 mods and I'm only doing 2 mods to it. The head unit and an exhaust for this thing. That being said, I picked the most adult, quietest exhaust that I could find and I'll show you guys what I got. This exhaust right here is a Stromung Forester XT and it's the Whisper model. I picked this exhaust because I'm older now and I just wanted something that gave the classic Subaru rumble as well as sounded refined and didn't drone at any speed, and the Stromung Whisper was that exhaust. I picked this thing up directly from Scott at Stromung and I'm super impressed by the build quality of it, and it's going to look great on the Subaru. I already have the Subaru on some ramps with some jack stands just in case the ramps fail, and the wheels are chalked in the front, the e-brake is on, and it's left in first gear. Without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to what the stock exhaust sounds like on a Forester XT, and I can tell you it's not impressive at all, especially one that has a hole in the resonator. So maybe we can all agree that's a little bit too quiet for a Subaru Forester XT. So now I'm going to go ahead, hit all the hangers with WD-40, get the bolts undone, get the muffler as well as the mid-pipe off the car, and then we'll go ahead and swap in the Stromung stuff. Before we get it fully installed, go ahead and make sure we clean off any fingerprints and we're good to go. So underneath the car we're going to have one hanger right here, one hanger right here, and another hanger on the other side of it. We're going to have 2 bolts for the muffler. These ones may be rusted on. In my case, they weren't. They just required an impact and some force. Now we can remove this entire rear section. So we went ahead and got the resonator off. There is this donut gasket where if you're like me, you like replacing things, you can go ahead and remove this. This gasket normally just sits right around this flange right here, and if you pry on it with a flathead, you'll be able to pull it off. The only other things you have to worry about taking the resonator off are the 2 spring bolts where the nut is on this backside, and you'll have the 14 millimeter bolt head coming through. So it'll sit just like this with the spring in the middle. If you're looking at it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a comparison of a new donut gasket versus an old one. As you can see, this one was beginning to lose its shape, and I just want no exhaust leak, so I went ahead and purchased a new one. We'll make sure to clean the surface of the downpipe where it's sitting and that there is no contaminants on the gasket itself before we put up the mid-pipe. Here are the exhausts side by side. We have the Stromung closest to me and then the OEM. As you can see, it's old over there on the backside. These 2 exhausts roughly weigh the same. I'm not going to say this is much of a weight saving. However, this is probably going to sound a lot better. So let's go ahead and throw the mid-pipe on first in the hanger and roughly have the bolts loosely started. Then we'll go ahead and throw on the muffler, mate everything up, make sure everything is leak tight. I just had to take a moment to stop and say that this is the best fitting exhaust I have ever put on in my life. Every single hanger lines up, even with the bolts loose, it lines up perfect. I have never ever in my life fitted an exhaust that has went together in every single hanger so easily. Never. And I've installed more exhaust than most people. Blitzner, Nvidia, N1R, Greddy, whatever the heck. Holy crap, I am so impressed. This fits so well. And even loosely hanging, it looks great. I'm stoked. Now let's get the gaskets in, bolts tightened, and we're good to go. All right, the new exhaust is completely installed. That went together very, very easily. Right before starting it up, I'm just gonna wipe down the whole exhaust with some isopropyl alcohol and make sure all the fingerprints and grease are removed. If you don't, it'll be etched in there forever, so take the time and do it now. Just like that, the new exhaust is installed. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up so you guys can listen to it. I haven't started it yet, so we'll just listen to how it sounds. We'll let the car warm up and then we'll do some revs. Hopefully it's quiet.